Prince Daeron Targaryen, the forgotten son of Viserys explained House of the Dragon. Spoiler warning. This video contains major spoilers for House of the Dragon Season 3, Episode 4, and discusses material from Fire and Blood. For years, House of the Dragon fans kept asking one question. Where is Daeron Targaryen? While Rhaenyra, Aegon, Aemond, and Helaena dominated the story, the youngest son of King Viserys I was barely mentioned. Many viewers even believed HBO had removed him from the series completely. But in Season 3, Daeron finally steps into the spotlight, and his arrival could completely change the course of the Dance of the Dragons. So, who exactly is Prince Daeron Targaryen, and why is he such an important character? Let's find out. Prince Daeron Targaryen is the youngest son of King Viserys I Targaryen and Queen Alicent Hightower. That makes him the younger brother of King Aegon II, Prince Aemond, and Princess Helaena. Although he shares the same royal blood as his siblings, Daeron grew up very differently. Instead of remaining at King's Landing, he was sent to Old Town as a child, where he was raised under the protection of House Hightower. His guardian and mentor became Lord Aemond Hightower, one of the Green's most respected military commanders. Growing up away from court politics allowed Daeron to avoid much of the rivalry and hatred that consumed his older brothers. As a result, many people considered him the most polite, honorable, and compassionate of Alicent's children. But don't mistake kindness for weakness. Daeron is still a Targaryen, and more importantly, he's a dragon rider. His dragon is Targaryen, often called the Blue Queen because of her brilliant cobalt blue scales with shimmering copper highlights. Although Targaryen is smaller than dragons like Vhagar or Caraxes, she is incredibly fast, agile, and deadly in battle. Many fans consider her one of the most beautiful dragons in the entire Targaryen dynasty. Together, Daeron and Targaryen become one of the Green's greatest military assets. When the Dance of the Dragons begins, Daeron remains in Old Town instead of rushing to King's Landing. There, he helps Aemond Hightower gather one of the largest armies in Westeros. This decision proves crucial. While dragons dominate the skies, wars are still won on the ground. Thousands of disciplined soldiers march under Aemond's banner, with Daeron flying overhead on Targaryen. Together, they become a terrifying combination. Episode 4 gives viewers their first real look at Daeron's personality. Unlike Aemond, who embraces violence, or Aegon, who often acts recklessly, Daeron is hesitant, he shows compassion. He questions violence. That makes him feel very different from the rest of his family. But that innocence doesn't last long. One of Episode 4's most shocking moments comes when Lord Aemond forces Daeron to execute a prisoner. It's the first time Daeron is shown taking a human life. You can see the hesitation in his face. He doesn't want to do it. But Aemond believes a future king cannot afford mercy. After Daeron strikes the fatal blow, Aemond orders Targaryen to burn the dying man. It's a brutal lesson. One that changes Daeron forever. In just a few moments, viewers witness the loss of his innocence. This scene is incredibly important because it shows how much influence Aemond has over him. Rather than allowing Daeron to become his own man, Aemond begins shaping him into the ruler he believes the Greens need, a prince who obeys, a prince who doesn't hesitate, a prince willing to sacrifice compassion for victory. Whether Daeron eventually accepts that path remains one of the biggest questions going forward. Another reason Daeron is so important is because he brings something the Greens desperately need. Hope. After suffering major losses and internal conflict, the arrival of a new dragon rider gives the Green faction fresh momentum. Unlike Aegon, who is physically weakened, and unlike Aemond, whose reckless decisions often divide his allies, Daeron arrives with both a powerful dragon and a respected army behind him. That instantly makes him one of the most valuable players in the war. Book readers already know that Daeron's story is far from over. Without revealing too many spoilers, his role in the Dance of the Dragons becomes much larger as the war continues. Several of the biggest battles still to come will involve both Daeron and Targaryen. That's why many fans have been eagerly waiting for his introduction. His arrival isn't just adding another Targaryen to the cast. It's introducing a character whose choices could influence the outcome of the entire civil war. Perhaps the most fascinating thing about Daeron is that he doesn't seem to enjoy war. Unlike Aemond, who seeks glory through battle. Daeron appears to value honor over cruelty. But history has shown us something time and time again in Westeros. Even the kindest people can be transformed by war. The question is, will Daeron remain the noble prince fans are beginning to admire? Or will the horrors of the dance slowly turn him into someone completely different? As House of the Dragon moves deeper into Season 3, Daeron Targaryen is no longer the forgotten son of King Viserys. He's becoming one of the most important figures in the entire conflict. With Targaryen by his side, the support of House Hightower behind him, and the war growing more brutal every day, Daeron's journey is only just beginning. And if Episode 4 is any indication, the hardest choices are still ahead. So, what do you think? Will Daeron become the Green's greatest hero, or their biggest tragedy? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more House of the Dragon explainers, lore videos, hidden details, and Episode 5 predictions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.